Oh my god, it's Tokyo. A love affair with Tokyo.
Hey there Tim friends, welcome back to the channel. Got an exciting one today, the very first episode of Tim in Japan. That's right, I recently returned from my 3-week trip to Japan for the first time ever. It was so amazing, incredible, exciting, literally the best time of my life, and everything went even better than expected, even though expectations were seemingly impossibly high. The trip was incredible. So this series will be a combination vlog plus travel tips plus just amazing B-roll footage of the beautiful landscape of Japan from Tokyo to Kyoto to Osaka and some places in between and to the side. It was an amazing trip and I took so much footage and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. And for this first episode, we are traveling from LAX straight to Haneda International Airport, and we'll be spending the first day in Shibuya, plus a little room tour of our first hotel. I definitely think that this vlog is the lowest key out of all of them because we were recovering from a cold and had to go on the 12-hour plane flight, and I didn't record too much with my big camera, mostly all on my phone, plus Instagram stories and stuff. But this series is gonna be incredible. So stay tuned, come back for the...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
What? Go away. Go away.
I'm having trouble.
Hey Siri, stop.
Okay.
We got tons of really cool stuff coming up, so stay tuned and check out the new episodes as they drop. I'll be trying to release them weekly, but if you followed my channel, you know that that kind of can go any way it wants to. But hopefully some more regular updates coming soon, and I am super excited to bring all of the Japan content straight to you guys, straight through the interweb tubes, right into your eye holes, you know? By the way, stick around after the vlog because I'll be giving some of my top Tim travel tips for all of your Japan travel needs. I'll try and base each tip section around each episode and what we did, so be sure to stick around to the end because these are some real top tier Tim tips and you won't want to miss it. Whether you've never been to Japan or you've been before, there's some stuff that I think will be really useful for anybody. So with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the vlog. Hello and welcome to the Tim in Japan vlogs.
50 feet, we're here. Yeah, there it is. Careful, big. Autopilot it.
This was my first ever trip to Japan, and I was beyond excited. So many things to do, places to explore, delicious, delicious foods to eat. This time, we flew Delta, courtesy of credit card points.
It's unstoppable.
Yeah, this graphic takes a long time. Ah, shoot.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard from the cockpit.
Angry Birds, flight controllers, and we have liftoff. I've been studying Japanese for about 4 years now, and have been wanting to visit for literally my entire life. I could hardly believe it was finally, actually happening. First meal, beef. Interestingly, a small piece of tamago and some ume on the rice. Avatar, Monopoly, cookies. Very difficult to sleep in those tiny economy seats, so doing anything we can to just stay sane. Second meal, a very bland and dry egg sandwich. It's okay though, because take a look outside. And finally, after a 4-hour delay and a 12-hour flight, we've arrived. Haneda Airport in Tokyo.
東京国際空港に到着いたしました。
Quick stop through customs, and we're in. Welcome to Japan. We picked up our pocket Wi-Fi and could not resist. We had to get our first drink from a vending machine. I think you have to use your card now. Apple juice. Tasty. Ta-da! Some core memories for sure. An exceedingly complicated looking map, so Google Maps is a must. First train ride ever. Even though it was busy and we were toting giant luggage around, I'll never forget it. At last, we finally arrived at our hotel. Exhausted, we grabbed some quick food from 7-Eleven down the street. Ramen, curry, fried chicken, living the dream. Shinkai vibes. Before we head out for the day, a quick room tour. Staying right in the heart of the Tokyo Bay, a small suburb by the name of Urayasu. A short commute away from the Tokyo city center, this suburban area gives you a lot of value for your money. Big shoe closet, toilet with bidet of course, a full, if small, kitchen, and this awesome multifunction microwave toaster oven. Adequately sized freezer and fridge. With a small table for meals or work. 2 spacious queen-size beds. A very convenient and large closet. Here's the TV, and just over here, the balcony. Look at that view. Stunning. And now I present to you an ode to the Japanese bathroom. The Japanese art of the bathroom really is something else. Everything is designed with purpose, and space is totally maximized. I would recommend looking for a place with a washing machine like this. Makes it a lot more convenient and easier to pack for long trips. Now check out this medicine cabinet. Each door folds open separately, giving you a total 180-degree profile view, and of course, plenty of storage behind them. Open the third door, and bam, built-in perfect spot for an electric toothbrush with an outlet to match. Convenient plug outside, and the sink, 2 modes, wide spray and normal stream. Hair dryer and curling iron under the sink, and we head to the bath area. Nice large tub, adjustable shower attachments on the wall, full-length mirror, a stool, and a bucket. Left hand controls the temp, while the right controls the water pressure. Lift it up for the shower and pull it down to use the faucet. Now this is an amazing feature of the Japanese bathroom. The entire room is water sealed with a drain built directly into the floor, so you can spray water anywhere and there are no worries of overflowing the bathtub when you get in. Another amazing feature are these digital panels that control temperature to the exact degree, separately for shower and for the bath. There's one right next to the bath and one somewhere else in the house. The autofill button fills the bath for you automatically. and plays a nice little chime to notify you when it's ready. It will also top itself off when the temperature drops too much. Honestly, nothing more relaxing than a nice hot bath after walking the Tokyo streets all day. And back to the vlog. First full day in Tokyo, we are heading out. First stop, breakfast, at a nearby local branch of Nadai Fujisoba. This is a chain restaurant with branches all over Tokyo. The food is incredibly affordable and it's open 24 hours. Great place to visit for a quick, cheap bite to eat, especially in those off hours when everything else is closed. Order on the vending machine, hand the ticket to the staff, and the food comes quick. Fresh and piping hot. Kakiage tempura soba and the combo set, katsudon with hot soba on the side. Being Japan, there is a convenient little shelf for your belongings. And let's eat. Our first real meal. Even though this is a budget option, the food is 10 times better than more expensive places in the States. Definitely recommend it. Over to the station for a quick travel montage. And here we go, headed right into the heart of the city. Shibuya. Densely populated, surrounded by skyscrapers, shopping and tourists galore. First distraction, the Adidas Store. Lots of cool Tokyo limited merch here. Interesting, eclectic styles and collabs you can't get anywhere else. Neat place to check out. That's sort of the thing about Japan. No matter where you go or where you're trying to go, there are essentially infinitely many distractions that may pull you aside along the way. Both a blessing and a curse. Just try and get to where you're going eventually. And heading down the streets, we arrive at our destination, Onitsuka Tiger. I love the vibe of this place, and my Tigers were some of my favorite shoes ever, so I wanted to make a stop here. I've had my eye specifically on these Nippon-made shoes for a while, so we came to check them out. These shoes are handmade by Japanese craftsmen, so they are a bit pricey. I couldn't decide at the moment, but spoiler alert, we'll be back later. Next, we checked out the Disney Store right across the street. Again, this is a special branch of the Disney Store with plenty of Tokyo-only merch for sale. And also, total cuteness overload. Plus the store has lots of really cool architectural theming as well. Pretty cool place to stop by, check out some limited merch, especially if you're a big Disney fan. And a short walk away is one of Tokyo's largest MUJI branches. MUJI is an amazing one-stop shop for pretty much all your needs. Everything from stationery supplies to custom embroidery to household goods, and this branch has a bona fide cafe/restaurant, and in the basement, more pre-made foods and snacks than you could shake a stick at. Great place to stop for staple toiletries, interesting snacks, and affordable yet quality goods. I even bought the wallet I used for the entire trip right here. And how can we leave Shibuya without getting a shot of the world-famous crossing?
Let's go.
Having been sick and battling jet lag, we headed back early for a nap. Woke up to this gorgeous sunset. Chilled right through this one with some snacks and leftover kombini food. Can never get enough of that view. Welcome back. So, did you guys enjoy the vlog? Like I said, this one was a bit more low-key, mostly shot on the phone, not so much with the big boy camera, but we got tons of that stuff coming up in the future episodes. So again, stay tuned. And now it's time for Tim's travel tips. So tip number 1, general train madness and tomfoolery. First things first, this is the general rule probably everyone knows, but do not eat or drink on the local trains. Save it for when you get off the train and eat somewhere else. It's a major faux pas, and Japanese people will in general not appreciate you opening and crinkling wrappers and spilling crumbs and your drink and whatever. So just don't eat on the local trains. The bullet train is a different story, but we'll get to that in the future. Also, one of the very first things you should do after getting off the plane, besides picking up your pocket Wi-Fi, is getting one of these bad boys. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? That's right, a Suica card. Either a Suica card or a Passmo card. These are called IC cards in Japan, and they will let you tap the train-style terminals in order to get on and off of trains. The train system is actually quite straightforward. You load up your IC card with cash at any of the many machines scattered throughout any of the train stations, and then when you're about to enter a train, you scan your card, and when you leave, you scan your card. The card takes note of where you entered and where you left, and charges you accordingly. Even a trip all the way across Tokyo through the middle of the city will probably only run you 300 to 500 yen. So travel on trains is very affordable and very easy and very straightforward. Also, IC cards work on the buses. So very handy to have. You absolutely need one of these. It's a must get. There are plenty of other YouTube videos about this stuff, so check some of those out, or if you want me to talk more about it, let me know in the comments. Number 2, which kind of follows in the same vein, is use Google Maps for train navigation. You could probably use Apple Maps, but I don't have any experience with that. We used Google Maps the entire time, and it's very reliable, very simple to navigate. Occasionally, it does get confused depending on where you are, and the GPS can be a little spotty underground, but in general, Google Maps will tell you exactly which station you need to go to, exactly which platform you need to get to, and all of the times will be listed for each and every train along your route in case you end up getting late to one or multiple along the way. Google Maps is very, very helpful and pretty easily usable to navigate the subway system. Another tip is the pocket Wi-Fi. So we use this company called Japan Wireless in order to rent a pocket Wi-Fi. And the amazing thing about this particular company is that they don't actually have any hard data caps. So as far as I could tell, you could use as much data as you want, whether it's downloading or streaming movies, or even live streaming and uploading. It seemed like it didn't really matter what I did. I never ran into any kind of data cap. And for the whole trip, I think it was around $80 US. I also found a promo code online that knocked, I think, another 20% off of the price. I'll leave a link in the description below. I am not sponsored by these guys, but I did find their service was excellent and worked all over Japan no matter where we went. We always had great reception and the service was very fast. In fact, it was so fast, we always used our pocket Wi-Fi instead of whatever hotel Wi-Fi was offered to us. And if you're traveling with multiple people, I would definitely recommend the pocket Wi-Fi as a cheaper option than needing an individual SIM card or international data plan for each individual person in your traveling party. And number 3 is where to stay. So as I mentioned in the video, we stayed at this place called Bay Hotel Urayasu, which was in the Urayasu suburb of the Tokyo Bay. And this general area of the Tokyo Bay is a great place to stay because you get a lot of value for your money. In general, these places are very family oriented because Tokyo Disney Sea and Disneyland are located not far away, and so they cater to families who need a bit more space and a bit more budget-friendly options. The caveat is that you are farther away from the main Tokyo city center, but we did find that it was just about a 20 to 30 minute train ride all the way into the city center, whether it's Tokyo Station or Shinjuku or Shibuya or, Omotesando, Harajuku. It's really not that bad getting from Urayasu into the main city center, and you do get a lot more space and amenities for your money. Also, the particular hotel we stayed at did offer turn down service every single day. So as long as we brought our key down to the lobby in the morning time, they would clean it during the day and we would pick it up in the evening, and our room would be ready to go, all clean, restocked amenities and everything. Plus there was an elevator, which is a huge plus when you have giant luggage. I would definitely recommend this place as a good little hotel, good base of operations. Just one thing to note is that because it is farther from the city center, you'll have to start learning how to manage your time and energy if you're going to go out into the city and you want to spend a lot of time there without having to return back home to drop off goods or souvenirs or things like that. Which brings me to my next point, which is manage your energy. So Tokyo is a gigantic city with so much stuff to do, so many distractions, and tons of walking. So Tokyo is not a very accessible place for handicapped or disabled people. It is unfortunate, but it is also sort of just the way it is. If you have a disability, you cannot walk, or you have difficulty walking, it will be difficult to get to some stations. Not all stations are elevator accessible. Many places are only accessible by stairs, or the elevators are located in inconvenient locations. So just something to be aware of if you do fall into that camp. You'll have to manage your time and energy wisely. Unfortunately, taxis are quite expensive, but maybe renting a car would be a good option. You know, you'll have to do some research. But in general, no matter who you are, Japan is very walkable. And that means though that you will be doing a lot of walking. And so if you don't walk a lot in your normal everyday life, understand that you will be walking a ton when you get there. So manage your energy, take breaks when you need them, find a cafe, find a coffee shop, find little restaurants or diners to hang out at, get drinks from vending machines, take your time. I definitely realized I was wearing myself too thin those first few days. Filming everything, posting everything on Instagram, you know, 6 to 9 miles of walking per day, all the train to train travel. It's a lot. So make sure you manage your energy and try not to burn yourself out too early, or else you'll just get sick and you'll ruin your whole experience. Another thing to consider is getting your luggage shipped from the airport to your hotel or from your hotel to future hotels. I will talk more about this in future episodes, but if you want to look into this company called Yamato Transport or Kuroneko. They have tons of trucks all over Japan, always going everywhere, and they have an English-speaking hotline that you can call, and also an English-speaking email where you can write to them and they will write you back and help you fill out the necessary forms and so on and so on. But again, I'll get to that in a future episode because we did end up using them quite a bit and it helped us tremendously. I think the last thing I wanted to mention was just some quick, easy stuff to eat right when you first land. If you're not coming from Asia, chances are you just had a very long plane ride and you are exhausted, you barely speak the language, if at all, and you just want something to eat and you just want to check into your hotel and go to bed. So probably very obvious to anybody watching, but the convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson, so many good options, tons of bentos, ready-made foods, microwavable foods, hot, fresh, fried foods, different noodles and snacks and rice balls, and just so much, a plethora, an infinite amount of good things and affordable things to eat. So hit up a convenience store, or konbini as they're called locally. And other places to look out for are those small diner type places, like how I showed in the video, Nadai Fuji Soba. This is a chain in Tokyo. They're open 24 hours, very affordable, very cheap, very good food for the price, and very easy to use the vending machine. Just use Google Translate if you can't read what's going on, and it will show you what everything says so you can order. There are also pictures, and the staff, I'm sure, will be more than willing to help you if you get confused. But yeah, I think that will do it for Tim's travel tips for this very first episode. The vlog was on the shorter side, so I wanted to bolster this first episode with a bunch of good tips. In the future, you know, there may be more vlog, less tips, less vlog, more tips. You know, it'll just depend on the episode and we'll see what happens. And once again, be sure to stop by the Discord to come hang out and chat. You want to talk Japan, you want to talk whatever's on your mind, you want to talk Zelda, you know, movies you watched, anything. We just love to hang out there and chat and kick it and talk about cool things going on lately. So be sure to come by the Discord. Also check me out on Instagram at Timtographer. Pretty much all of the vertical videos you saw in this vlog and all future vlogs come directly from my Instagram. I posted so many stories, like literally thousands of stories about Japan. So go check it out. They're also on my profile if you want a replay of them. And I'm basically posting stuff there pretty often. So come check it out, see what's going on behind the scenes, get updates before they hit the YouTubes, you know? We got so much cool stuff coming up in this Tim in Japan series. You guys will not want to miss it. I took so much footage, we did so much incredible stuff. I can't even believe the trip went as well as it did, and I cannot wait to share it all with you guys. Speaking of which, here's a preview coming up for next week's episode, which will be followed by some of my favorite shots from this leg of the trip. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.